Take it down and turn it up, yo. Party people, turn 'em up, yo. Hey, I remembered to unmute this time. Hello, friends. Music too loud? I think so. My famous question every time. I am here complete with my black hoodie, my glasses, and my drink, and my mechanical keyboard. Like a good programmer, I guess. I was like, yeah, looking like a real programmer, exactly. I'm basically just comfortable and trying to wear my glasses more. I should. And I set up my Mac, which is what I program on. Or trying to reprogram again. So I've been nervous doing this, but I'm like, you know what? I just gotta do it. And since I did a project already for Kill by Keith in the chat for his birthday, I figure I'll show you what I did. And it's quite simple in terms of what I set up, but I've done it before for other friends in the past. Those websites aren't up anymore. So I figured let me take this and use it as a base to... I kind of did it as like a Linktree clone, kind of. It looks amazing, thanks. I wish I could take credit for the particles and stuff on the background because that's actually what makes it look so cool. So let me go to my main screen. Actually, no, that's the wrong screen. Coding screen. Let me take off the little avatar dudes because I think that'll be a little distracting. And I don't know, is this station okay? Maybe I should do some lo-fi. I don't really know, and I need to talk into the mic more. And I'm feeling very calm because of the drinks that I've had. I know it's Monday, but I needed it today. So I said, screw it, let's just do it. Let me do some lo-fi, see how this goes. Maybe it might be kind of sleepy, I don't know. That's still very sleepy. Let's see. Happy EDM? Problem is, I don't really know what's coming up. Chill pop, chill EDM, chill bass. Whatever. It's fine. So yeah, this is my Mac. And this is Kiki's website. Look at it. I'm so proud. Yeah, particles in the back. You can move the mouse around and it moves with the mouse. Fun effect with the simple little logo. There it is, yeah. I still have to figure out why www doesn't redirect to this, which it should, because it is set up on the hosting correctly. And you set it up correctly. Like, I get the connection is not private error, and I don't know why. So I'll look into that, because it should just do it. So yeah, I took the background is Particle.js, which is like a JavaScript library that exists out in the internet. And I think I stumbled across it when I was looking for a homepage for myself when I was actually applying to jobs and stuff. Let me just lower the music a bit. Alright, that should be okay. So yeah, just to give you a brief history without boring you, I took a coding bootcamp a couple years ago when I wanted to switch careers. I ended up not really being a developer for a full-time job, but I did do it in my current job a little bit. We did this cool project and stuff. And on personal stuff, I just haven't kept up to date with it, and it's really hard. Went on many interviews, did not get the jobs, whatever. So I'm gonna try again. I figured I have fun doing it. The more you have fun doing something, the more you're gonna do it, and the more you get good at it, right? Just like games. I'm having fun playing Warzone with you guys and getting ever so slightly better, kind of, but it's something you gotta do every day, right? So I figured let me do that. And I wasn't even gonna do this, but Danny in the chat, thank you Danny, one of our mods, birthday boy, said, no, you should do it. So I did do it, and I gave it to Keith and he liked it, so that was really cool. So yeah, particles in the back with a simple layout. I chose a pixelated font because I figured that kind of went with your theme of being like a geek. And all your social media pages that you already have on your Linktree page that I took. You've been showing it to everyone. Thank you so much. Mom loved it. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, my camera's down here. Shit, I gotta move it. I didn't realize I had my chat there. Sorry. Oh, that's really sweet. Thanks, Keith. Does she program? Because she sounds like such a cool person. She plays Warzone, guys. I don't know who else is in chat, but she plays like video games and stuff. I want to meet your mom one day. It'd be really cool. Yeah, so I'm really glad people like it. And then I just put like a little footer there for my Twitter account. So anyway, my story was, I was getting to that, where I needed a homepage or portfolio for my own site when I was starting to apply for interviews. So I had my real name, and I was like, what's a fun site, something that's fun that like looks a little bit different, but basically shows off my projects. So I don't even think I might have, let me take a look at it and see if I still have it. And my what do you call it? My GitHub. GitHub is basically where you like keep all your files to change the revisions and stuff. So yeah, I don't mind showing my actual name because I have shown my actual name on social media. Pretty much we supported each other just for you. Yeah, exactly. I was telling Dan, oh, not your parents. Not your parents. Oh my god. Thank you for the gift subs. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Wow. This was not expected. Holy cow. Thanks so much, Sub Hive. Yeah. I'm just trying to like talk and get comfortable with this whole thing. No, it's just like so unexpected. Thank you so much. I get kind of emotional. I love having you guys here. It's like really, really helpful and supportive. So thanks. Hey, Dianara. I'm actually doing a coding stream. Are you proud of me? It's not like super intense or anything. I'm just showing off the page that I did. Did I do okay? What do you think? I'm showing them Particle.js. I don't know if you've ever played with it. Dianara is also a programmer. You're more back-end, right, Dianara? And he went to college with me, so yeah, I've been telling them, like, starting to tell them my history of stuff. Where I never quite made it to be a programmer, but I've always kind of been interested in it. So, yes, more back-end, yeah. Make the next Facebook right now, or Ion stuff. I know. I wish. I mean, the technology from Facebook, React, is like so huge, and I just wish it wasn't because I hate Facebook, but whatever. I need to learn it. I need to stop being stubborn and actually learn it. But anyway, so I was saying, I'm here to learn Senpai. Yeah, right. I'm just basically going to show the tools that I used, and I'm trying to talk through. Facebook is garbage, I know. Even on the corporate side, when we try to use it for work, trying to get ads and instant articles and all that kind of garbage is like such a headache. Like their support is terrible. But anyway, I digress. So I needed a portfolio site. I was going to say I can show my name because this is my old GitHub. I created a new GitHub because I want to start over. Because I've had my name on social media and it's a very common name. So this was my portfolio when I first started. A very simple page using Particle.js and like a layout. I think I used Bulma.io, which is what I use for Keith's website. And then just a link to the GitHub. This is my actual little game. Keith, the little JavaScript game that I talked about. And Dianara, I think I showed you this too. My little like itch.io game. It's so cheesy. Show caffeine zombies right now. It's just based on JavaScript. It's like so stupid. It's at 2 levels. Easy and hard. Yeah, you played it? Yeah, it's so stupid. And it was just a bunch of click events. So you just gotta learn how to click and like make them happy or whatever. It's so stupid. I stalked your GitHub. Oh no, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad. Oh god. But anyway, so that was my little project. This was a fun project that I did. It's probably down because it's on Heroku and I need to update my Heroku site. But that was pretty cool where I used, when live photos first came out on the Apple iPhone, on Apple's ecosystem, it was brand new. So then they had an API and I used that API to display the live photos on a website, which I don't know if anyone has ever done before because it was super new. So that was really fun. Created a login, authenticated to my own thing. You could upload images from your phone to the website and have them show up. It's like a little media gallery. And then I did a Slack integration. I actually used this at my current job where I needed something, I forget what it was, to do some sort of Slack integration, like the chat app. That was the one you were going to rebuild with React, right? The gallery. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to do, but I didn't. But anyway, here I am being very vulnerable and nervous on Twitch to try to convince myself that I can eventually do it. So yeah. And then this is like responsive. So if you look at it on mobile, you can see all the stuff. Yeah. So Particle.js is from this. Oh, and Particle was really cool is that, oh, stop, let's be nerds. I know, I just want to be nerdy about it. Let's just have fun, right? Whatever. Because like I said, if you don't do this, then you'll never learn and you'll never get better. So I've done it for so many years in tech and other things like IT. I might as well just do it for this. And people like you are really supportive. So thanks. And I'm just going to laugh a lot because I get nervous, but I'll be fine. Anyway, so Particle.js, I use this in my portfolio page and other projects. And it actually got me an interview, I think with The Atlantic. I didn't end up getting the job just because of other issues, but I really think I was like a shoo-in for the job because the girl was like, oh, wow, I use Particle.js for lots of our stuff internally. And we talked for like an hour just nerding out about Particle.js, which is so cool. So I just need to do more projects where I have fun with it and I get super nerdy about it, and that hopefully will project onto an interview or whatever. Binary-digits.link is also another project I did. I should really open it here. Where I wanted to just play with the Angular template. Is it the background? What is the background? This is really cool. I want this on my website. Particle, yeah. Particle is just like a configuration file. You just grab some of the JavaScript. You configure the JSON file and you pop it in. Yeah. Yeah, this is the background of this site here. And then all I do is I make, so since it runs on the canvas, because I guess it just plays with the canvas container, you can make it like, I think I did a Z index of -1 or 1. I'll show you the code so that you can still put other stuff on top of it, like the little images and links and stuff. Excuse me. So this is another little, I wanted to make like a Linktree clone for myself and just have little thumbnails of stuff. And I made it in Angular, but I really just kind of edited. I really just edited the Angular template. I forget what the, like npm Angular, whatever. But it was still fun because I learned how to like align things and whatever. Because another interview I had with a dude was like, we use Angular. If you get comfortable with it, call me back in 6 months and, you know, see how you go. Of course, I haven't done that. I'm really bad with like persisting with something, but I have all these little things that I should do and I just haven't. So I'm hoping this is like a new path for me to keep practicing and doing something. So yeah, basically on Particle.js on his website, you can configure all sorts of things. Let me lower this music because it's hard for me to concentrate. Hopefully it's okay on the stream because I just want something in the background, but not for it to affect me all that much. Yeah. So the default is red, but you can change like the number of particles on the site, the color of little balls and lines on the site, the shape. So by default, it gives you circle. I'm not sure what edge is. I think it's a square, triangle. So you can have little triangles in between. Let me make these bigger. I think is it undersized? Yeah, so you can see it like, I'm gonna grossly make it huge. That was another thing, like it was like, what shape would Keith like on his website? I don't know if you're nerdy about shapes. I know you're probably like listening to me in the background, but I was just like, all right, maybe, yeah, you're still there. I was like, do circles, triangles, stars, because I love stars. Like, it's just so funny. And you could even do an image. So for another friend that I did this for, he was obsessed with bears. Like his image was like bears, so I put like little bears on it, and you saw all the bears like moving around. It was really, really funny. So I left it on circles, and then I figured let me change the colors. But wait, what shape do I have? What shape does Binary think I love? Well, I didn't know, that's the thing. So I've never heard you talk about shapes fondly. Like, I love stars. Everything I have is stars. My scarves, my coats, my hats. Like, I'm always putting stars everywhere. So I was gonna do stars, but then I'm like, oh, maybe it's like a little bit feminine. I don't know if you'd like that. So then let me just stick to the circles to make it look like little particles floating around. But of course I could change that. So, but yeah, it's really fun. You can do like all sorts of stuff and change the size, of course. And you could change the little, the way the connections are, like the colors. So you can do like blue or something, blue balls and blue lines and stuff. You could even change the opacity. So you can make them super light or super opaque. Circles are good, yeah. Line length, I think this is the color of the lines in between or something. But yeah, this is basically just all a bunch of configuration. And then the page background, of course you can change it to whatever color you want. So I took Keith's, I looked on his Twitch, I looked on his Twitter, and I think that was it. Because Instagram doesn't really have anything. Twitter basically had a banner and Twitch has the banner. Like with your theme. And you kind of have like a teal theme and then like a blue and purple theme. And I knew you loved blue and purple as your favorite color. So I was like, all right, let me pick. I used a color picker app to pick the colors from your Twitch thing. So that's how I decided on the purple. But of course that could be any color. But I figured Danny helped me choose the colors. He was like, the blue looks good on top of the purple. So I was gonna do blue with other colors, but that kind of pops. So anyway, so yeah, and then once you like basically choose whatever you want to do, it can be black, whatever, you download the JSON file, which is just basically a configuration file of key value pairs for this particle site. And then if you go look on his GitHub, you can clone this repository and just basically download all the files, or just grab the files that you need on your own and create your own repository. But it's easier to grab the ones that are there, and then you just put in, like every website needs an index HTML file if you're just doing it from basics. So you just add the scripts. Hey Pelican, what's up? You got a gift sub from not your parents, so enjoy. You can use my emotes now. How you doing, Pelican? So yeah. So on the index page, you just link the script file, particle.js. You're going to need an app.js file to run, and then the actual JSON file that has all the configurations, like all the colors and the shapes and the sizes and all that stuff. And then you have like a million different options that you can change. We got a birthday in 3 days. Oh, do we now? Nice. So that is Thursday? Nice, dude. Are you gonna do anything special? I know it's tough with like quarantine and crap. And I'm here to clap. Clap, clap, clap. Well, happy early birthday. I hope you can enjoy it. Oh, three reasons. Thank you so much for resubbing. Oh, three. What's up, three? How you doing? Oh, I should put my face cam on, huh? My face light, I should say. It's weird because it's sunny and I'm streaming and it's 7 o'clock and it should be dark out. And it's not because of daylight savings. You actually have a date. Nice, dude. Have fun. Have fun on your date. How you doing, three? How's your day? I hope it's good. I'm just showing off my gift that I made for Keith. Love a good sunny 7 p.m. Yeah, it's so nice. Now it's like a beautiful like golden hour. I wish I should really set up my phone or another camera just to point outside if I stream at this time again, which I usually do. I had a 2D class in college and many other classes that included color theory, so I had a little sense of color to help you with the colors, plus I also made a project those days. Yeah, exactly. I only know a little bit of color theory, like color wheel and stuff, so I had kind of an idea. But you helped so much, Danny. Thank you so much. Sunny days are rare here, but we had some good days recently. Oh man. Yeah, sunny days, I'm like a flower. Like I need sun to like live. Dark purple and light blue. Yeah. So I took the HTML hex codes from like the images that I stole from his sites and I put them in there. Out here waiting for my gift next. Color theory is definitely whoa. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. It's pretty cool. Okay. So I'm gonna just do a new project. New repo. I'm gonna call it, because I want to do one for my own page. I have binarydigit.dev that I think I'll make as like a new homepage for projects. Let's see what I miss here. Let me make this bigger. Danny, you did a great job on the colors. Blue on top of the purple is perfect. Yeah. Yeah, because I told Danny, I was like, I want to use all his colors that he has, especially on that nice Twitter banner, or the Twitch banner, or whatever banner. I stole all your images. Had to learn about that in my art class. Yeah, I was blown away. I took a color theory class and other design classes years ago. Yeah. Yeah, art is really cool. And color is like really cool, and I love bright colors and stuff. So yeah. So I want to make another page, and I'm gonna do like, I don't know, a dev or something. So I'm gonna create a new repo. I'm gonna make it private, which is nice that GitHub gives you private repos now for free. I'll do a readme eventually. Git ignore. So like ignore all the junk files. I usually do one with Node, like pre-populated with Node, because that's the most common thing I end up using. License, I don't really know what license to use because it's just a personal project, so I think I'll choose that later. And we have our little file, our repo. And yeah, so here's my terminal. I still like to use terminal separately than my code editor, which is VS Code, because it's a bit old school. I know there's a terminal in VS Code, but I don't know, I'm just used to this workflow, so whatever. So I'll make sure I copy this correctly. So we're going to clone this repo, and it's downloaded to our machine. There was a class 3D project that I did with those exact colors too. Oh really? Oh, that's funny. Cool. Yeah, I just thought, you know, oh, because they're there. But I'm sure like whatever artist he used knew that as well. I don't think I have a logged picture saved as said project. Oh, bummer. Laugh out loud, I do the same thing. I don't like the terminal in VS Code. Oh, good! Because like, I don't know, I'm just used to like splitting my windows and stuff, and it's just easier when you just know it and keep it separate. So but yeah, let's order some hoes in my 21st binary. Oh, you're gonna be 21. Cool. That was a year. I remember 21. It wasn't that exciting for me because like I wasn't a big drinker or anything, so it wasn't like a momentous occasion. Like my family didn't drink, so it was like whatever. I'm all for that 3D lighting is so difficult. I loved 3D art like when I did charcoal. Like it wasn't 3D art, but it was basically like I was shading it to look like it was 3D on the paper. I did also think about making an art project for Keith, but since Danny was doing that, I was like, well, he's a proper artist and he has great ideas, and I was running out of time. And I was like, well, I want to code anyway. Let me just make him this. He might like it. So I did. It's artistic too, kind of. It's a momentous occasion for me because Pokemon. I'm out here loving Pokemon. Oh, cool. Hey, we all gotta love something, so that's great. Lighting was difficult, but I set that to the last thing on 3D. Yeah. Digitally artistic. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so just created our directory. So here I just launch VS Code. That is my editor of choice. I used to use Sublime Text, which is really cool, but everybody's been using this, so there's everything built in. Pretty nice. I have my files from other sites, so I should figure out what color scheme I want to do for this. I don't really know. I might just keep it simple and just pick like pretty color, like blue, because I really love blue at the moment. And my shape will be a star because I love stars. I gotta go finish typing this paper, so I will slide into your DMs this week. Alright, Pelican, have a good day. Have good luck with your paper. Let's see, let's make this a little bit bigger, maybe? That looks kind of cute. Cute! And I guess you could also change how it works either on Canvas or Window, but I leave it on Canvas usually.
Oh, yeah. Poggers!
I went from Sublime Text to Atom to VS Code. Oh, I went from... So in the coding bootcamp I took, we had Sublime Text to learn on, but then I loved Atom because of all the plugins it had. But it was very slow at the time. And then I went back to Sublime Text and then back to VS Code. And then I started to use VS Code. Because Sublime Text is just super lightweight, and I still have a license for it, and I still use it every now and again. But since I was trying to learn React and Angular, VS Code was it. Choose different color blue. Maybe something dark? I don't know. Usually I kind of know what I want to do, but this is kind of pretty, I guess. And it's cool, you could also download it, you could export it as a PNG file to use like anywhere else. Download config. So this has all of this stuff that we want in a file. Alright, let's copy that. I'll just do it in Finder. I'm not that hardcore that I navigate the terminal and put the files there. I'm gonna open my old project, and I tend to kind of, I'm sure you do this too, like you copy stuff from old projects to new, just because it's easier. I haven't memorized stuff, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I even put the same theme in my Sublime Text. I love Dracula. I don't know if anyone loves Dracula out there. All the time. Yeah, okay, cool. Why retype it all? Exactly. I know there's stuff built into the editors, like HTML, enter, or whatever, and like you can pre-populate it, but whatever. It's cool. Thank you for validating my workflow, Dianara. Because I'm just like, if it works, I guess it's fine. Take my index file from an old project. Where did I put it? And you take the header from Keith's project and put it here. New file. Index.html. I need to show you my VS Code setup. Yeah, please do. That'd be really cool. Work smarter, not harder. Exactly. 3, do you code as well? I think you'll love my theme. Oh yeah? I'm gonna guess it's like purple and blue too, because you love purple. At least I think you love purple. I used to. Oh cool, okay. You can help me get over my imposter syndrome then. Because this synthwave. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I've seen that one, or you might have shown me it. Did you have to install like extra fonts and stuff? It looks super cool, and I remember installing it and setting it up, but it just got in the way. Yes, okay. Yeah, cool. Show me anyway. That's cool. I love it. I just stuck to Dracula because it's kind of easy on the eyes. And I even supported the developer, Xana. I forget his name. Xana Roche? Something like that. And I bought the little package with all the pro colors and stuff. Because he includes everything. For Terminal, for VS Code, Sublime Text, for everything. So it's pretty cool. My latest obsession is making my Discord server super fancy. Oh yeah? I've got to see your Discord server now. For ligatures. That's right, ligatures. I used Dracula in the past. That's my fallback. Yeah. Yeah, Dracula is really cool. Yeah, this is like Dracula, some other color theme. It's like blue based or green based or purple based. You're always welcome. Thanks, 3. Is it on your Twitch page? I guess I could get it on your Twitch page. But I'll look for it after. I want other nerds to hang out with too. Same with mine. If anyone wants to come to my Discord, you can nerd out. I want to do more nerdy stuff. It's kind of quiet. But it's kind of duplicates of other Discords. But it is what it is. It's fine. So here. So I'm gonna paste all the header stuff from before. And just replace. Oops. And then do that. So I think I'll probably keep this because eventually I'll do my own style sheet like I did before, where I just customize a couple of things. Bulma.io is one of my favorite CSS frameworks. I never know whether to use framework or library. I have to learn what the difference is. If anyone wants to explain it, feel free. But yeah, Bulma is one of my favorites because it's kind of easy to use. And it's very pretty. And it always works for me and it's great. And it gives you all the layouts like Bootstrap does, but with predefined colors and things and looks. I've used Pure CSS. I've used Skeleton back in the bootcamp. Bootstrap, of course. Material is a big one. Material design, whatever. Yeah, Bulma has been my kind of go-to. The documentation finally has like a searchable thing for all their links, because before it didn't. But it has like predefined CSS classes, which is cool. It has Sass, which I don't know Sass. I don't know if I should learn it. That's more like, obviously if you want to do front end, I feel like, is it like pre-compiled CSS? I'm not really sure. So if anyone knows, please explain it to me. Because I've never understood why have it, you know? My daughter is watching. You have a new fan. Hi! How old is she now? She must be big. I can't wait to meet her. 15 months. God, that means it's been since COVID. Sucks. I love that emote. I love all the Pride ones. They're great emotes. Oh yeah. There's like predefined colors and stuff. You can do column layout, which is what I did for Keith's website. I knew he had like 4 things. I just pretty much used the column for this stuff. And then I knew I wanted to not just have links like his Linktree page. I'll open up his Linktree. Because I know Linktree has like a logo, some text, and then links. And it's very popular. Like everyone uses it. But, you know, it's not as snazzy as like a custom background. So I did that, and then I wanted to use cards to have like a little image on top of all the links. Because I figured it kind of gave it a little bit more personality. I totally forgot I had a Linktree. I agree, it's very boring. Yeah. I didn't want to say it was boring, but like essentially a lot of Linktree sites are kind of boring. Functional and boring. But everyone uses them. So I knew I wanted to use these links because I know he's active on these social media sites. And put like a little card. So I just basically screenshotted all of his social media things and just like made a thumbnail. In the past, I've done this. I've done embeds, but I feel like that would slow everything down. and I wouldn't know how to like make it responsive in time. Like I wanted to deliver it by the 12th or the 11th or whatever, and I had only started like a few days before, so I figured this was fine. But yeah, there's lots of options you have in Bulma. So 4 columns. Actually, I should just show you the code. That would make the most sense. Actually, I don't want to show you the code because I added something secret that I'm going to show you on stream, Keith. So I'll show it to you tonight, and then I'll show you the code another day. Because you're going to see it. But anyway, so I'll copy and paste it here. But Bulma is the CSS framework that I decided to use. So I'll use that again. The favicon, I took his little head, this little logo dude. I wanted to use the pixel one for the one you have on Discord, but it looked really tiny and I just didn't like make it fit. So if you can give me the pixel image, that would be really cool. Unless you want me to just leave it, that's fine. Because I have so many little ideas now. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll add this and maybe I'll add this. But I guess I'll just do my site and then see what happens. So yeah, a little favicon because it's nice to have that in the little thing. And Font Awesome gives you all these little icons. I was gonna point to my screen. All these little icons here for the social media stuff. I can send you the source later, but do your own thing now though. Yeah. I'm not gonna change your site live. I'll totally like leave that and I'll just work on my own thing. But yeah, so I'll make my own favicon or favicon. Font Awesome is really cool because it gives you there's a few free ones and a few pro ones. You can get all of your social media like little glyphs or whatever. Like if you need one for Twitter, it gives you a library of icons to use, so you don't have to like download the actual, they call it press kits or whatever from like Twitter has them, Instagram has them or whatever. So you can just pull it all from one library, which is really nice. So I did that and I put all of them in the bottom. Okay, so Font Awesome. The fonts, press start 2-player because I wanted a geeky font for my geeky friend. And I've used this for Apostle. I don't know if Apostle's in the chat. Shout out to Apostle. I use that for some of his stuff. And this is like kind of an 8-bit font looking thing. So that was pretty fun. So I added that for some of the text. I was gonna do it all in that font, but it was like too much. Forgot Pen Games 97. Oh yeah, see you 3. Thanks for stopping in. I'll check out your Discord later. What time is it? 7:22. Yeah, I'll just keep talking until I guess I don't feel like talking anymore. So yeah, that's all in the header part. This is to make everything responsive on mobile. See you 3. Okay, and then what else do I have here? And then I have a little comment to start. Oops, I don't want to do that. To start the particle.js container, essentially. So anything in between here is going to be within that particle effect background. I should really use a like an indenter thing. What do you call it? Pete, help me out. Like a plugin that helps you indent stuff. Like a prettier or whatever. Because I'm really bad with indenting stuff properly. I should save. That would help. Put this down here. VS Code should do it for you. I wonder if I have to configure it. I bet you it's like a preference. Like it'll do it on save. Because sometimes it formats it funny. Yeah. I haven't really gotten into the settings in a long time. There's autosave too, I should do that. And I don't know if this is like too small for anyone to see, but I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll look at it later. But I'm sure, like you said, I'm sure it has it. Bedtime for the little one. Okay. See you, Dinara. I'll be here for a bit. Okay, so I have... So now this is where you kind of... Well, first I should really see if it runs properly, because I have to add all the files for Particle to work. Coding stream hype, yeah, I know. Thanks, Pete. You're the best. I'll do more of them so I could see you in chat. I know I've like plenty of friends who also code, so like why am I hesitating, you know? VS Code is cool because it has like lorem ipsum, which is like some filler text built in to the editor. So if you just needed some dummy text for your site, you can just hit lorem tab and it'll fill it out for you. So we have that there, and then I think I need a couple more files. So I'm going to need my config file, which has, again, all the colors and values and things that we set up on the website to make it look pretty. So I have like a blue background, white stars, whatever size. And then I need app.js, which is like the JavaScript file that runs the program. So I'm going to do a JS folder. I'm trying to organize it a little bit. So I have like all my images in one folder, all my CSS, which is the styling, in another folder, and then all the JavaScript files in another folder. Because this site's pretty basic. It's not like React or anything. I'll do a JS folder, a CSS folder, and images folder. Hold all the images. What did I do that wrong? Oh, I did it in I did it in each thing. Alright, let me start again. I usually don't do it here. I usually do it in let's just do it in Finder. CSS. You could also make it in the terminal, which is very nerdy. But this works. So CSS, images, JavaScript. And then in the JavaScript folder, we need app.js. So that's creating an app.js file in the JavaScript folder, which should be right. Oh, this is where I messed up here. Delete that guy. Okay, that all looks correct. Cool. And then the app.js had this little function, which basically takes the Particle.js library, the config JSON file, and lets the console, like if you're running it in the background, know that you loaded Particle.js. But you could see it on the website, so you know it works. But that's needed. What else?
Binary.
So Danny. And okay, so images, I don't have the images yet. I don't have any styling yet, because the styling is built into Bulma, which is what we have, already linked here. So it kind of pulls from the CDN or the whatever and loads it into your project automatically. Or you could download the files and put it into the project locally. But why do that? It's just a basic project. It's not anything crazy. And then since it's JavaScript, you have to like run the website. I like using HTTP server locally just to run stuff because it makes life a lot easier. And I have that already installed. And then actually I should make sure I have other stuff in here before I start loading Particle, because I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So at the end, I have to link the JavaScript files that I have in my project, because right now the index file, like the homepage, doesn't really know about the JavaScript files. And then I have to close my index file. Like so. So this links. Oh, I don't have. Do I have the Particle.js file? I don't have the Particle.js file. That's the file from the project that the guy made. So I'm gonna have to collect those two files and put them in the root of my directory. Why is there spaces on some of the lines? 16, 19, and 20. They don't have to be there. It's just because I'm being sloppy and copy pasting some code. Ideally, you don't want to have spaces and stuff, but doesn't really matter. And you want this to be like nicely indented, which I don't do. So yeah, exactly. It's like whatever. So yeah, everything has to have a closing tag. So HTML, head. Oh, we need body. See, I already forgot body. Body's like the most important thing. I was too busy copy pasting. So that is closed down here. The particle file, some dummy text, and the closing of the particle file should be after. Should it be before or after the stuff? I think it should be before. I'm gonna keep this comment because I have it where it's you're ending the file. It's right above the script file. So I should indent that too. Body's most important. Yeah, exactly. Ha. So I think this will run. Hopefully I don't forget anything. So HTTP server is like a little npm package that runs a local website. And you can do localhost. And we have the website running, but not Particle. Oh, I don't have my CSS file. The CSS file has... Oh, Particle is in the CSS file, so I'm gonna have to copy this whole thing. Alright, that's fine. Because I am gonna reuse most of this. Where is my... So here we have some particle stuff that he configured. KBK font was the font that I used for that start player 2 thing. I don't need that because I'm not going to use that in my project. And then this I'm going to comment out for a bit because again this was customized for Keith's site. And then this I think was the same. Oh, and the Twitch video. I was gonna do a Twitch embed for your page, Kiki, but I didn't know if you wanted that. And I figured, why not just go to Twitch directly? Because I don't think the embeds would count as a view. So I took it out. Whatever. So I'm going to take this stuff out. I think it's this. Anything in the Twitch class? Twitch class here. Anything with @media is like when it's responsive and smaller. Because it's pretty cool. Like the embed normally isn't responsive, but I found this guy who made it responsive, so I borrowed that, which is pretty cool. And then this is a custom section thing, that's a custom section class that I don't have currently on my current project yet, so I'm going to comment that out. Same with this. Embed would be cool, but I think Twitch disabled them. Well, it does technically work, but I guess if you mean disable them like they don't count as viewers, then that makes sense. Because I know they're around, but it's a lot. And I'd rather them just go to your Twitch page and follow and subscribe and all that crap from there. Let's see. Okay, so it's technically working, but since I only have the text in that small section, it's only going to show in that small section. So I want to make sure yeah, better to have them come to my Twitch page so they can backseat me in person. I know. Exactly. Make sure you check this camera. Make sure you pay attention to Foxy. It's like, shut up, nerd. I wanted to ban them all. But I think some of them ended up being fine. It's just they're so used to backseating that they don't realize how annoying and rude it is. But whatever. What can you do? Kids. Nerds. So yeah, so let's see. So I close this. So I think I just had like in Bulma, there was like a section thing for layout. Like they create their own little layout things. Yeah, just kids trying to help. Yeah, exactly. Can't hate on them too much, I guess. So yeah, I bet you I can, okay, container, let me see. Basically, I had a section and then a container. A section is to like visually separate it out. And here. Oops. I got my carrot. Close that div for container and then close the section tag. Oops. I'm potato typing because I'm being watched. Can you technically do this in Notepad? Technically, yes, for sure. That's pretty hardcore because you don't have like things to like completion stuff and whatever. That's why I like Sublime Text because it's very simple. It's closer to Notepad than it is to this. But yeah, I mean, people did that in Notepad all the time. I used to do it in Notepad and stuff, but I've moved on. Because you just kind of start getting used to this nice stuff. I mean, people write code in the terminal directly, like in VI and Vim and stuff, which I would love to learn because that's pretty badass. Like in here, you could just run VI and then like type your shit, type your code, whatever. And then close it. And the joke with Rob was, how do you exit, VI or whatever. Yeah. Is it that? See, I don't even remember. That's the joke, right? It's like, we don't remember how to close out a VI. I don't remember because I never use it, so that's the joke. Yeah, there's a great programmer. Her handle is NoOpCat. I say NoobCat, but it's really NoOpCat. And she streams every Sunday, I think at like 11 or 12. And if I'm around, I remember to watch her because she's just super cool. And she's great at what she does. And she used to tinker with, or she still does, tinker with hardware. So she'll show her projects that she does like in JavaScript or whatever. And she uses the terminal to code like in VI, which is just so badass. But it's also just cool seeing her thought process. And it's hard because she's answering so many questions for people on her streams that she can't really do that much coding. But she has like so many different projects people contribute to and stuff. But I still like watching her, like her aesthetic. I like her experience. She's worked at Microsoft. She's worked at Stripe, I think now. And I saw her in person in New York City when I was in my boot camp like 2 years ago in person, and she had her little crown, her little hardware. She made this like little crown that lit up, and she showed us how to control it in the audience on her phone. And she showed us the code that she wrote to do that. So I was like, that is so freaking cool. Like, I want to learn how to do that. But of course I never looked into it. But I used to have a bunch of Arduinos and stuff to like learn how to do that, but I haven't done it. So yeah, pretty nerdy, pretty cool. NoOpCat on Twitch. She's pretty awesome. And she kind of inspired me. I'm like, man, I would love to get to that point one day where I can like talk through what I'm doing, answer questions and things. So here's to me trying something new. If I could do this once a week, I think I'd be very proud of myself and really happy. Because as it is right now, I'm kind of talking a lot and like speaking out my thought process. And even you guys asking me questions. Hey, Pro Skater, what's up? That does sound wicked cool, yeah. Even if it's just a few people asking me questions or like saying whatever, it really helps me get more confidence, which is the goal. So thanks. Thanks for being here. It means a lot. So yeah. And even if I'm wrong, which of course I'm wrong, like a lot of people make mistakes, and I have no problem admitting that I don't know anything or whatever. We're all in it together, so whatever. It's fine. What do I do here? So I have a section, a container. I'm just gonna have my text in that container. And then I can just put a bunch of garbage in here. Just put like more text. Just to fill it out. But yeah, you get the idea. So particle is like in between where this text is. The text is dark because that's the default on a white background. But I have the purple background. Which actually I shouldn't have the purple background. I should have my other color. Now that I see that. In college, I modified a Rock'em Sock'em Robot game to be controlled by boxing gloves and actual punches. That's the only time I touched that stuff. Oh, that's really cool. But you had fun doing it, right? That's super cool. Oh man, I went back to my old college, like I would say 2 years ago, with a fellow graduate, a friend, classmate, who I got back in touch with, who used to hold meetups in Queens, like tech meetups in Queens, which I also miss, of course. Quarantine, stupid thing. But we used to have tech meetups, whatever. So she ran the tech meetups, and when she saw me, I was just like, we went to college together. She's like, yeah. So then we got reacquainted. Anyway, so we went, and then we went back to the college because she was giving a talk there, and I was just there to like support her. And they have like a whole robotics lab and stuff now, which I was just like, oh my god, where was this when I was in school? It would have been so cool, because it was like hardware, electronics. I think I would have been more interested in hardware and stuff in college, but it wasn't offered. We only had computer science and like IT, which is like more business stuff. But I didn't want to learn the business stuff. I wanted to learn like the hardware stuff, because I really liked for like my curriculum, we took some electrical engineering classes, and I really liked those classes, so I thought it was pretty cool. Whatever, I can go back to stuff and learn things like that and just play with things, but again, I have to dedicate time for it. Anyway, so for now, we'll do some web stuff, which is still pretty cool. So I have to figure out why my colors are purple and not blue, because I totally downloaded a blue color. Where did I put that? Maybe I didn't put it in my project. Maybe I took the other project. Let's see. Let's see if I got the right one. Because it has the right stars. I guess I didn't change the color. Okay, so I'm gonna go to here. And I think... where's the color? Line linked. Background. Color, this is the color of the stars, which is white. Oh no, this is the color of the thing, which is white. Was it this? I gotta go back to the other project. Let's see. Kilobyte Keith. Oh, his was in the app.js file. So there's two different options for Particle. You can either have the JSON file with the config, or you can have it directly in app.js. And I think I had it differently for Keith's project, which is why it's not working. Although I feel like it should work, because I took it from this site. So what's up with that? Reported for hacking the planet. That's right. That's why I love Sombra when I played Overwatch, because she was a hacker and Latina. I was like, that's pretty cool. So anytime I hear hack the planet, I think of that time when I played it for a few months and then I cosplayed her at the Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. That was a cool experience. That's when I first did my hair too. Okay. So we have color. That's not the right color. Stroke, polygon. the color for the page? I don't remember. I finished my drink. Talking gets you sober, by the way. Because I'm on my second drink. But I feel fine. Let's see. Number, color. That's not it. Image is a star. Opacity. Second drink. Yeah, I know. I know it's Monday and I'm having 2 drinks, but whatever. I promise that's it. It was just it was quite a day. Let's just say it was quite a day. Everything was hitting me from all over. So whatever. You do you. It's fine. I never drink anyway. It's fine. Color. How was your training, Nuts? I don't understand why I can't figure this out. That's not the right value. What was it in his project? Color value. It was under particles. And this one, yeah, this is totally it. Alright, I'm gonna make it some ridiculous color. Like bright blue. Oops. Oh, that makes the stars blue. But I want the background blue. Circle color. Particle JS. Oh, I forgot this part, I think. Whoops. Alright. That's so dumb. 45-minute elliptical, 650 calories, no lifting. I was late on schedule. That's great, dude. I got my walk in today. That's about it, but I'm proud of myself. Let's see, if we go to this, let me download this. Yeah, it's just that. But you never see the blue color in here. Maybe you can't just throw this in here. I mean, I could just do it the way I did with Keith's page, which was basically copying this and not running this program. And then copy what's in this config file into there. Let's keep going. Yeah. For sure. I don't know if that's right. I don't think I did that right. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's not right. I'm gonna call particle.js config. And this is particle.js config. There's no color value for blue. So would it know what to change? Let's look at his GitHub. Oh, particle.js config the particles, which I did. I think. Yeah, because the particles are running. App.js should include this. Oh, and then there's a particles.json. Oh no, that's the same thing as this. This particles.json is my config file. I'm gonna shower. Yeah, no worries, Keith. Thanks for being here. it sees the star value. So why is it showing me the blue background? Oh, you know why? Because in my style file, I had to make the background a different color. In here, I think. But I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. Lost that filthy mouth, yeah. Oh, this color here. This is the color. Oh no, I just changed that. I just changed it. Why is it purple? That color purple is this. It's like 000DEFF, which is not right. Particle JSON color. Number value density. Okay, I gotta shower too. Yeah, no worries. So many hot boys showering. I can't take it. See, and that's. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to figure this out offline. And then package install. I don't need to do that because I copied all the files. Because if anything, it should have just. Or maybe there's something else missing here. Export image. I think that was broken. I should write to him about that. Write to the dev about that. Interactivity, color. What's the color of the stars? Particles. Oh, page background CSS. Yeah. Background color. Background image. Cover. So the color comes from the CSS. Oh, that's the section thing that I commented out. So this needs to be this value, this blue color. I think. And I also put it in the HTML and body because I want it to be all blue. We fixed it! Yay. Cool. So now we have our particles. So that's the basic structure of the site. And then you can do more stuff. So I will... Let's see. I should keep going for a little bit longer. Because I think Keith is streaming, so we can raid him. That'd be pretty cool. I had to think about what I actually want on my site, because the funny thing is that it's going to be a site to host projects, but I need projects to actually put on there. And of course I could put this project on there, but that would be very recursive and kind of weird. So I need to figure out what I'm going to put on here. But for now, we can say git add, because we're adding all the files in our structure to our project on GitHub so we can save it. Because it's good to have our backup there instead of just having it locally. And then we want to commit it because you're like essentially checking in the files. And then do add structure or site. And the comments are also for when you need to roll back, you know what steps you took for that moment in time. Also, you have to add something I have to add too. Anyway, whatever. And then git add. Oh no, I did git add, git commit, and then git push origin main. And main is the main branch of the GitHub project because now they changed it, which is really cool. But that could be any name. So now if we check our repository, we'll have all of the files that we had locally on GitHub, which is cool. And then next time we're ready to work on something, or if we were to give this to, say, a friend to work on, they can pull the files to their local computer, work on it, and push up the changes. And then you could do different branches and things, which is the right workflow. Which is also very tricky if you're not used to doing that. Because at my work project, we did that and we ran into a lot of issues. But we figured it out, which is pretty cool. So, let's see. Blue. I definitely use the Font Awesome stuff again. I think Bulma has support for other font icons as well. Icons. Font icons 5 for material design. Ionicons? I'm not sure what ionicons are. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can add all sorts of stuff and make like any site. Hey Rascal, ooh, pod mic. What's up, dude? Yeah, like my pod mic. It's hard to, I always have to remember to talk into it because I'm always like this. I need to talk into it more. How you doing, Rascal? I'm finally doing my coding stream that I've been shy to do. And I got, since you love keyboards, I got, this is a Keychron C1 for the Mac. Or, I mean, it's Mac and PC. And then I added the, what are the color keycaps that you got me? I still have them. So, I thought of you when I put them on. But yeah, I have, I just figured I'd throw on different colors. I love it. I still need to build a custom keyboard on my own. But the Keychrons are nice because they have native Mac support with like the keycaps. Yes, you could already, like you could use any keyboard with a Mac, but then you have to like remap it into software and it's kind of annoying. Whereas this is just like built in, like all the things. So, yeah. And I need a, I know I've been hesitating on getting cables and stuff because then I'll be spending a lot more money on things, but I would love to learn how to like build the keyboard with the switches and then solder it all and then make fancy cables and stuff. So, are you still building the keyboards and things? And doing hardware stuff? Yeah, I'm just showing off the project that I did. I'm going to recreate it for myself. This fancy schmancy particles in the back that look pretty cool. I also love how certain websites now are like following the local daylight detection kind of thing. So once it becomes nighttime, it goes to dark mode, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, no worries, Danny. Just like my Mac, where it has it automatically go to dark mode, which is nice on the eyes. Okay, so I should do some more basic stuff here. So in this container, I just have some dummy text. Work is pinging me. I do not want to talk about work at all. How dare. Close this. I like having my watch because I can just check it quickly. Okay, so here I want to do some white text, which Bulma, the CSS thing, has already for us. And let's see, it's under index. I think it has text white. Has text white. And we gotta put it inside like a paragraph class. So we can get rid of this stuff and do an H1 for a title. And I think it's they have a class for that as well. Class title. H1 class title. In quotes. and then has text white. And then we could do like, this will be binary widgets dev project site or whatever. Just some dummy text to hold it over. Okay, save that. And then reload. Oh, I closed the thing to push my code. Alright, let's see. I run my server. And then this is why I like the iTerm2, because you can just split the pane and keep it all in the same section. And then if you need to run more code, you can do it underneath while still having your process run on the top. So now that should be a basic header. Not very exciting, but at least we know it's working. And it shows up above the particles, which is good because that way we can do anything interactive, like make links and stuff. And I could do maybe some more, like maybe do more structure. Like on Kiki's one, I have a figure with an image, which is this his little logo centered in the middle of the page. So I'll probably do the same thing. And I'm gonna put that, do I want that above the text? I probably do. Probably want it up here. Instead of his image, I'll do a placeholder. Or I could just find a file and actually put it in here. I have like my little avatar things that I could use. Let's see. I will use my little wave, I think. That's pretty good. That's pretty classic. Let me open up other Dropbox. I don't think I have Dropbox linked to this machine yet. Oh, it's so bright. Graphics, avatars, and I will do my most recent one. I'll save it in code, bitdev, images. I'll save it as binary wave. It's just binary wave. Should be fine. So in here, these images, and binary wave. And then I constricted it to be a 128 by 128 size. So it should show up in the middle as a small file. Like that. It kind of looks weird as a circle because the image was square to begin with. So I'm probably going to have to change that in Photoshop. But yeah. And then we can center this like we have here. So Bulma has a little thing to center text and stuff. I think it's under center. Layout? Forget where it is. Container, media object. I don't remember where I had it. Because I know media object is like within a card, which we're not using at the moment. Maybe I found it on Google. Because I was trying to figure out how to center text and an image. I couldn't find it in the documentation from Bulma. But anyway, I'm just gonna copy what I had before. This like MV6 class. I don't know why it's not here. center level has text center. Anyway, that's fine. So we don't need this KBK font because we're not doing that custom thing. And we're going to change this text that I already had. Something like that. Is4 is like, you can customize the size a bit more, I think. So now it's in the middle, which is cool. Basic stuff. And then below it I can have more stuff. Subtitle. And then I will add more things here. Add more stuff here eventually. We keep going. Yes, how should I have it? I don't really want... Because I know the trend is to have everything like centered. Are you stealing your own code? Yeah, basically. Exactly. But I don't know if I want to have like the same look. Because I basically have the other link page already. But anyway, I guess it'll just come to me. At uni, copying your own code from a project to another was considered stealing. Why? We do that all the time. Look at Dayanara, who's saying he does that all the time. I know, I've done that all the time for sure. That's also how you start remembering stuff too. You're like, oh yeah, I did this, this, and that. It's dumb, yeah. It's so dumb. This is where I probably look around and get some inspiration to see like what kind of site I want. Maybe I want something that scrolls because I know that's a trendy thing. But I don't really have much content for the site, so it's like whatever. I really do want to do one that like I want to try to like remember how to work with APIs. Glad to see you're working at it. Hey Arias, how are you? I finally did it. I finally started a coding stream because I was showing off what I did for Keith and then duplicated it for myself, and then eventually I'll make something different. Pursue your goals, yeah. Or at least I gotta try, right? To see if I want to do it, which I think I do. So yeah, this is like my setup. Gotta just do stuff. Exactly. And I also need to like maybe try to replicate sites that I like and figure out how they do it. Or do something functional like my work site, which was basically a newsletter dashboard, we call it. Where you log in, you know, like basic CRUD stuff. You log in, you get some data. We did some fancy pie charts with like chart.js. Wait, you're redoing Pornhub? I bet you I could do a better one. I need to just do stuff myself. Yeah. Yeah, if I can get a day where I'm consistent, code along with me, that'd be cool. That's a goal, yeah. I bet you I could do it. Like, it's basically, you know. I want to say it's not hard, but yeah. You get the pun. But I did an image gallery, so I figure it's only big dong section, yeah. I'll set up only my preferences on the site. I do have an idea that's related to that, but I won't go into it. Geared for women. But thinking, yeah. That'll get me coding, right? Work on this. The next OnlyFans, exactly. She gonna be rich. Yeah. I don't know about that. Remember us when you're famous, yeah. I'll remember my supportive homies. For sure. Be a sugar mama. That's my goal. I would love to be a sugar mama. I'd be quite proud. He's like, here you go. Buy whatever you want. What a flex. That'd be so cool. That's why I'm doing this, right? I want to get a six-figure salary at least. Ugh. I can only dream. I mean, I know I could do it. My friends have done it, so whatever. I just gotta find that persistent thing. Throwing money at 20 and 30-year-old men. Yes, exactly. Perfect. I mean, I just want to do it to prove to myself that I can do it. I've gotten so close. It's like, it's really hard. You go into so many interviews. You go up to like 4 interviews for the same job, and then it's just like, you don't hear back, and you don't know why you don't get it. And it could be that someone just knew something. Man, I get that. 4. Yeah, so like certain interview processes to be like a software engineer. The first interview is just a phone call with like human resources to make sure that you're human. The second phone call could be with like a manager, like a tech manager for like whatever. And they'll ask you some basic technical things, like it could be anything. It could be related to the stack that they use, or it could be anything related to like how the internet works. It could be like anything. And then the next step could be with like a director or someone even higher level, or like a software engineer themselves or whatever. And then I think maybe the most I've had is 3, maybe not 4, but it feels like a lot. I've been bounced around to different team interviews before, but they always just hired internally. Yeah, it sucks. So I'm just like, bruh, exactly. Never been to more than call and 2. Well, I need to move to Canada then. Or look for jobs in Canada. Because here, at least in New York, it's been pretty tough. Just because I think it's so competitive and everyone's doing a boot camp and everyone's out there trying to become a dev. Over here, it's easy to get a programmer job. Yeah, I think it's more too because web development in particular is really hot. Like, React is super hot. Like, everyone on the East Coast especially loves React. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why because of the tech, but like, it's just ridiculous. But you gotta speak French. Shit, I'll learn French. It's a beautiful language. I'll learn it. I don't care. But, and then on the West Coast, I feel like it's more Angular and whatever. But it's pretty tough. But I've only had interviews in New York back before COVID. I'll teach you. That would be amazing. That would be really cool. I want to say promenade, like you say. My girlfriend lives in Canada. She can speak French in my stead. Baguette, yes. Time to move to Canada. Yeah, I'm down. Did they open the borders yet? I don't know the whole status. I know my friend has a girlfriend who's Canadian. She had to like go back and forth for her visa purposes. Out of all the times to do it, she had to do it during COVID. No, okay. See, that sucks. And she had to stay there for a while and then come back. I think she eventually got out and came back to America to like renew her visa, but that was rough. Insert rage, yeah. You can fly. Oh, okay, well that's what I mean. I mean, I would never like want to drive there. But not road. That's so dumb. Like, that makes even more not sense. Rage, yeah. Like, if anything, flying is worse. Let's just keep them in a tube filled with germs and then let them come in from that. Like, that's so dumb. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. I should check my my old sites to see what's up. I don't know if I have them up. But they control more with flights. Now you have to go to a hotel. Well, that makes sense. I've heard that before. Like, even in New York, you had to quarantine for 14 days when you were, I think, out of state. But I'm like, bro, how are you gonna prove that anyone went out of state? By driving. I mean, I guess if you had a New York plate, you left and then you came back. Like, you would, it's easy, it's obvious when you leave the state because you have to quarantine. But when you come back, it's like, no one's gonna stop you. We have only 4 airports accepting international now. For the whole country? Wow. That's pretty crazy. I actually don't know the status of flights here in New York. I certainly haven't heard a lot of planes. I should check because I'm curious. International flights to the US. Yeah, you have to get tested no more than 3 days ahead of time. Updated March 2nd. You have to show your negative result to the airline before you board your flight. I mean, that makes sense. You can fly, but only in clean. Do you mean with the COVID test? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Delay travel and stay home to protect yourself, yeah. If you're clean, yeah. International flights landing at only 4 Canadian airports as new travel restrictions take effect. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. That's why it's like, whatever, I'll just hold my ground for a bit more. After you travel, get tested 3 to 5 days and stay home and self-quarantine for 7 days after travel. Yeah. Makes sense. Let's see, what else can we do? I don't know if I should wait to see if Keith is going to go online. I don't really know what else to add here. Because now I just want to look at what I want to do for my layout. See, like the trend here is just like make banners and like have it scroll up and down. Which is like whatever. And I don't want to necessarily keep this whole page as a particle thing. I don't care about the vaccine, but give it to me if we can reopen completely. Yeah, I'm gonna get the vaccine because I just think vaccines are good. And my parents are gonna be done with their vaccines in April. So man, it would be really nice if I could get it by like June. Because also my friend's getting married and it would just make me feel better because we're going to be at a place in July. And also, you know, bachelorette party and stuff. We could be safe, but like I don't want to be inside with them too much. I'll get it because I know it's going to be a new thing for travel. Yeah, it's you know, makes sense. And I want to travel within the US too. Like, no joke, I really do want to visit people. So we'll see. But hang on just a couple months longer. But I'm glad I have you all to hang out with. It's the days goodbye. Recently. I have all my job sites and dev stuff. I like all these right here. I like this person's site and design. See how they have like some interactive stuff. I would love to just know more fancy CSS layouts and things. Like this would be good for like projects and stuff. Maybe some information. And this is very simple. And then there's like a little donate thing. And they have pages. And themes. This person creates themes, which is really good, like on Tumblr and stuff. Not that everyone uses Tumblr anymore, but beautiful sites. So I have to figure out what I want to put on there. Or maybe instead of doing my homepage thing, like what I'm doing, I'll work on something functional, like a Warzone stats or whatever, for my 0.1 KD ratio. The thing I hated the most about doing websites was the compatibility within browsers. That is true. I need to really get on the whole testing it. Like I really didn't test Keith's website on like across browsers, and I should have. IE fucking killed me. Yeah. Like at work we test a lot of the stuff on Browser Stack. Like that's a good that's some good software that we use to make sure the sites look decent. Reminds me of work. Yeah. IE, stop it. I know. Well, now don't they have like their new browser based on like their Edge browser based on Chrome or Chromium, I should say, or something? I should really check on here actually, on my streaming PC. Edge. Yeah, it's the new one. I had to support like i.e. 7, 8, 9, Chrome, Firefox, Apple, yeah. And then the phones, yeah, I know. It's a nightmare. It was a nightmare to support stuff like that too, back when I did support, because like ActiveX was a big thing, and like medical places, oh my god. Talk about a nightmare. Like you always had to make sure like these rules applied in Internet Explorer only. It was really dumb. And phones were even worse because we had like the Lumia phones and stuff. Now it's kind of just like Android, iPhone. But we had like a bajillion different kinds of phones before. So, what else do I like? Gotta see. I mean, there's tons of stuff I want to do. I want to do an image gallery again. I want to do, because I do love photography and I want to take my photos and display them. Not necessarily go on Instagram. Luckily I'm done with web, yeah. See, I haven't worked on it enough in like a job sense to hate it yet. So that's why I want to see if I like web stuff, or maybe I'll like more back-end stuff. Back-end. Maybe mobile development, I don't know. Maybe learn React Native, I don't know. But you know it's different for everyone. Yeah, totally. Totally. It's like I'm not an artist. Yeah, okay. I think I'd like to think I'm artistic. So that's why I'm thinking maybe front end would be cool. But it is a pain in the ass. It's not like hard data when you do back end. Like, but I'm not great with like databases and things. But I do love setting up configuration files and things like DevOps stuff. Learn it. Yeah, I know. Database is cool. Database is cool. I would say cool. I mean, when I learned it, I was like, oh, this is clever. And I learned a lot when I did my newsletter dashboard thing, because I had to take data from a form on the front end and insert it into the database, which I learned in my bootcamp, and then convert the dates. That was a big one. Like converting dates was a pain in the ass because the form took it one way. Like you could format it to take it as compatible as possible for like Postgres or something. Yeah. And then converting the dates and then spitting it back out with whatever templating engine I had to use. So you had to convert it like 3 times and it was just a nightmare. But it was very cool to learn about the nightmare. Because like you say, you're just like, oh God, and now I understand the pain. But eventually I think we got it to work. But then you always had to worry about stuff like months and like the new year. I'm gonna lay down for now. I'm glad to see you getting started. Hopefully I catch his future streams. Thanks, Soraya, so much. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. I should check Discord. I'm just kind of killing time. Let's see. Oh, white is maybe we could raid white on Rice, because I'm kind of just babbling here. Oops. Dude was dirty, scrubbing a long time. Yeah, I know. I kind of wanted to raid him, but whatever. It's taking forever. So let's raid white. What's his thing? 53. I want to see if he updated his profile picture. Oh, he's playing the forest. That's cool. Oh, he's offline. Oh, man. Everybody's offline. What the hell? Okay, let's see who else is on. Oh god, this machine is so slow. So slow. Miss Shelton is online, but I don't have enough people to raid her. Captain is a Escape from Tarkov player. My friend Sasquatch is playing Loop Hero. I don't know what that is. Poutine. I'll be right back. Okay, that's like a thing. Alright, let's raid Captain Anxiety. He's a good dude. He usually plays Escape from Tarkov, but he's playing Among Us today. Smalls, Max, Hannah. Yeah. Yeah, Max is I think I raided Max last time. That's what I got, yeah. Let's raid Captain Anxiety. Do the wrong keyboard. No! Wrong keyboard. I was gonna do my raid commands there. Wrong mouse. Raid Captain Anxiety. Upgrade. Cool. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so much. I appreciate the support and the encouragement. And I'll do this again, I think, once I get more content to do stuff. But yeah, let's go say hi to my friend Captain. He's playing Among Us with his friends. Let's see, did I do it right? Yeah, I did it right. Cool. Alright, go say hi. Bye! Thanks a lot.